a fire analogy just came to me. So, you know how you'll go to make like a nice home cooked meal, and you get all your ingredients together. You have to set the timer and everything, and you put it in the oven or whatever device you're cooking in. When you take that meal out and you eat that meal, you're very happy with what you have made. You're happy with the fact that you took the time to make a lovely meal. It came out yummy. It invoked feelings of happiness in you. And you just feel glad about the fact that you waited for that meal so that you could experience something so nice. You can correlate that to prayer, manifesting, asking the universe. Because when you ask the universe for what you want, when you pray to God, you have to be very specific. Because if you're not specific, God is literal. The universe is literal. They will hear exactly what you're saying and they will act accordingly. They will give you what you're asking for. You might be like, no, I didn't mean it like that. But that's what you said. So this is why when you pray or when you manifest, you have to be very specific. Much like when you cook a recipe, you have to pick specific ingredients that will line up in a favorable way for somebody's taste buds. You're aligning what you want in a favorable way so that it will be what you're asking for. Whether it's in your prayers or whether it's in your manifestations. You have to be very direct about that, right? So, you don't know how long it's going to take for your manifestations or your prayers to come through. And in that waiting period, you can get annoyed and be like, well, you know what? Like, this isn't even working. Like, I don't feel like I'm being listened to. Like, I don't think God's listening, or I don't think the universe is listening. And it's not that they're not listening to you, but rather that divine timing is at hand, which means that it's not going to come until it's supposed to come. And I know you probably heard that 1,000 times and you're like, oh, I'm tired of hearing that. But here's the truth. Have you ever noticed that when you're just chilling and you forgot about something cool, it just comes to you? That's literally divine timing. You know, like, everybody's willing to reap what they sow in a beautiful way, but nobody's willing to be patient enough to wait for it. And then you give up on it, you know? And you just have to have patience. Patience is so important when it comes to prayers or when it comes to manifesting. When you're asking God in the universe for what you want, you have to have that calmness to say, you know what? I know it's coming to me. I'm just going to wait. I don't know when it's going to come, but it's coming.